Dabbsson, I think so you would say that, the Dabbsson 2400 watt power station. This thing is awesome. I've already used it. I took it camping with me. I used it just kind of around the house when we had some power outages. And what I want to do in this video is I just basically put it back in the box. I'm going to show you a quick little unboxing. Then we'll just kind of go from there. You will see it for the first time how I got it in. So it came very nicely packaged. You get a little power. This is your charge cable, your solar panel cable, and a kind of an outdoor, like a charger for a car and something like that, a little set of instructions. And this one, it gives you an instruction booklet there, a maintenance book right there, and a solar panel how-to. We don't need none of that. And then that right there, the unit itself, this is how it came. And by the way, this thing is a beast. Let's take it out of this box. It is not the lightest, and that's pretty much a bunch of those little silicone pockets in there. Look at this thing, everybody. This thing is awesome. Check it out. Let me move you in closer so you can see it. So this is our power cords. Just unboxing these. You get just your basic standard power cord like this. Kind of looks like a computer cable. That's the best way to charge it, by the way. Again, I think that's an M60. I can't remember the name of that connector right there. Maybe it's an M60, but that can be charged in your car. Handy to have that. And then the same thing, you get that same connector, but you have the solar panel connect on this. Now this thing can be got in a package where you can use a solar panel with it. I have two portable solar panels. I've hooked this thing already up to the solar panel and charged it, and it worked just fine on that. So we'll kind of go over the user manual real quick. This is the DBS1400 Pro, and this is the user manual that I got with it. And so we'll give you a quick spec rundown on this. The net weight on this thing is 45 pounds. So it's not the lightest, but it's not the heaviest. I've lifted heavier than these. The capacity is a 1,382 watt hour like battery capacity in it. It's Wi-Fi and it's Bluetooth. That is awesome. It has an app with it. I've used that app and it works great. This is a pure sine wave, which is 2,400 total. It surges up to 4,800 watts on surge. The surge is when you kick on something, say like a heater or a drill or something like that, it'll surge up and then it kind of levels off. So this thing actually has an expandable battery pack. What I like about what they did on this, they basically made something where you can keep expanding on it. So let's say you get this right here and I just want to expand. I can go up to 11 kilowatts of power. You heard me right, 11 kilowatts of power out of one of these things. But that's with an expandable battery pack. You can actually run these together and kind of like run them all in parallel like that. So the charging on this thing, it has a fast charging on it, which is 1,800 watts. So it can go up to 1,800 watts of fast charging power on this. And with the solar panels, you know, you can really max this thing out. You can go to 1,200 watt max on the solar panel input on it. The battery pack in this is a semi-solid state battery pack, which is, you know, the cycle life well over 4,000. So between 4,000 and 5,000 cycles on this thing, which they can claim up to like 15 years. With the semi-solid state battery pack, I think you're going to get a little better quality and longevity on your batteries by going that route. So there's all the specs on this thing. And then over here is kind of like an overview of the product. These are your USBs, and I like how they've labeled each one. This is a 30 watt and 100 watt. So they're both labeled right there. These are fast charging. I think these are the 18 watt fast charging USB A's, and that's just your 5 volt charging, your normal one right there. And to turn it on, you're basically going to hit that. But actually to turn the whole unit on, hold this button down and watch what it does. It goes through its cycle. I don't know how well you guys can see that in the camera. This thing does have a light on the front. I always like having my lights on these things. Wi-Fi reset. Here's your barrel plug. This is your 10 amp out and 4 amp out right there. You'll hit that. And each one comes up on the display here. Okay, going over the AC ports, you get 3 AC ports here. You get a 30 amp output. So this would be great for like a travel trailer, an RV or something like that. Yeah, I get it. You've got only 2,400 watts, but you can run a parallel. You see that says parallel port. So you're wondering what that's for. That's an actual, so you could buy 2 of these. That's where that would come in. If I was running parallel and I had some stacked more on these and expanded this battery bank, this would be great for running a travel trailer. I don't know how many days I could run if I had that set up. And then flipping it over here, and let's go over the ports. So the input ports, so you get a data input, which I don't really know what that is. And then you get the overload protection. It's this little thing right here, and that's the XT60 port. There's a slow charge and a fast charge. When it's on fast charge is where, when I plugged in the normal kind of solar and or the AC charger, I can go all the way up to it seems to go between 1500 and 1800 watts of input power on that. So you got 2 extra battery ports right there that you'll buy. You can get the extra batteries and plug in this thing and really expand it up. I like the fact that they put an actual button on this thing. A lot of them require you to do that through the app. I'm not going to get into the app, but the app is covered in great detail with the instructions right here. It goes all over the app and it works extremely well. I like this app a lot. A 200-watt solar panel, and I was easily getting 160 watts of power from the sun when I was just using a solar panel. But then like when I used a AC chargers where you really go up. So let me take it over here, let's set it up and let's run like a drill and run a couple items on it, and I'll show you how it works here. And that's about all I can really do for you. So let's do that now. Turn on the AC. So we know it's going to run a light. Now this is a pretty powerful drill actually, in this drill. Wow, look at that. We're at 300 watts continuous right there between that. Let's set that over there. Everybody, I'm probably at about 500 watts continuous. That's still not even come off 100, and that's 500 watts of power between these power tools. This would be great for a job site or something like that. I think I have a little heater, and then let's go one of these little portable heaters. I don't know if you guys know how much a portable heater pulls, but these things pull a lot. So now I've got 1500 watts pulling in that little heater. So let's go ahead and turn this on. This might trip it. Now let's spike it up with this thing. Wow, that's almost 2,000 watts. I've got a full-on portable heater going, a power drill, 3H power drill, and this is a strong drill, and a right angle grinder all going at the same time, and this thing still's not tripped. It looks like I've spiked at 16, even when I hit it with a spike, it goes up to 1700. Now that's leveled off at 1500 watts, so I'm still not even at the 2400. What am I gonna use to max this thing out? I'm running out of stuff, everybody. So between all these, especially when I hook the heater up, so now the heater's pulling 1100 watts continuous right there. It's dropped down to 97%, so it still is not tripped off. This thing would run a freezer, a refrigerator, a TV pretty easy, because the TV I think is around about 100 watts. Deep freezer can go anywhere from 300 to 500 watts of continuous power. So my power went out and I easily ran my freezer and ran my TV. We had DVD players, lights, and everything going. Everything that I threw at it, it's worked like a champ. I've still not faulted it out. I'm sure I could if I started loading tons of stuff on it. I have to get a splitter and start running all kinds of different stuff on here. And I might cover that in a different video, but right now, I just wanted to show y'all a quick unboxing and a little quick demonstration of the power of the Dabbsson 1400 Pro power station. See y'all in the next video.